This bracelet has 10 flowers total. Each flower uses 6 beads plus 1 different color in the middle. You'll also want a bead stopper, a plastic yarn needle, 1mm fabric covered elastic, scissors, and a lighter. Hit pause here if you want to see the list. So start by measuring your elastic. You want to go half a wingspan, so that's from your chest to the end of one of your arms. I'm using the lighter here to just barely singe the ends of the elastic before tying on the needle with 3 basic knots, and then I'm going to add the bead stopper by squeezing it to pinch it open, and then stringing on about 3 inches of string off the end, just so I've got a little tail to tie with when I'm done with my first row. The first row of flowers consists of 2 sets of 3 beads each. Each flower starts with 3 beads. So since this is rainbow, I'm going to start with 3 pink ones, pick up 3 orange, 3 yellow, 3 green, 3 blue, and then repeat for a total of 10 sets of 3, 30 beads total. Now I'm just tying it off with 3 basic knots, right over left over right, and right over left again. Then I'm going to clip it, leaving about ½ inch of string on the little tail bit there, and that is the end of that piece. So to start round 2, I'm going to go in through the first end of the petal of the pink flower, put on 1 middle bead color, in this case white, and then skip the middle pink bead and go through the 3rd pink bead and into the 1st orange bead. So I make this weird little kind of gap shape. And I'm going to do that all the way around on all 10 flowers. So put on a middle bead, skip the middle of the orange, go through the last orange and the first yellow, and then we're just going to go all the way around like that. And I'll get back to you when we get to the end of this row. All right, so finishing out row 2, we're going to go put that last middle bead on, go through the end of the blue petal into the pink petal, and then jump up the next layer through the white middle of the first pink flower. So now we've moved up 1 row. We're kind of moving in a big spiral. And so for this round, we're going to be adding 1 pink and 1 orange. Go through the next white on the next flower. And you can see on the flowers as they butt up against each other, it tells you which ones to do. So the next is going to be an orange and then a yellow. Orange and yellow go on. Going to go through the white of the flower and then just continue this all the way around. So we're just continuing on, adding 2 beads, going through the middle petal, and then working our way around. And here we are on the last row. So we're going to add those last 2, the blue and the pink, go through the white one, that's right there, and then we got 2 more to go through. So we're going to go through those 2 next beads, and that jumps us up to the last row. And you can really see how the flowers are starting to take shape now. So the next one we're working on is orange. It's going to be 1 orange bead, goes through those 2 beads like we were doing before on the first row, and then 1 yellow through the 2 beads like on the first row, and just finish it all the way around. We are on the last flower. My light turned off because my battery died, but we're going to go through those last 2. Now the string is over in orange. And what I'd like to do is just tie 3 knots right on the bracelet itself. So I thread it through, hook the needle through, and I just do that 3 times. And as long as you are tying so the string isn't like looped over any beads and it's stuck between the beads, you're golden. So pull that nice and tight, grab your scissors, snip it at about ½ inch, and there you go. You just made a flower cuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see what you make. Show me.